Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is up? It's Monday, June 9th, 2014, and welcome to Day 9 Daily number 714, where we are not going to learn to be a better gamer. It's time to dick around. Welcome to Funday Monday. So thrilled to have you. E3 is on right now, which means we've been seeing amazing announcements. I'm really excited about, of course, the Half-Life 3 announcement that came up at E3. Really bold strategy for Valve to be stepping into the MMO space. During E3 week, you get the opportunity to just say things without any link. You just say it and append at E3. And there you go. And now that's the way that is now. Really excited for that Grand Theft Auto MMORPG, although not entirely unsurprising at E3. Really looking forward to that. Of course, the Grim Fandango sequel is definitely something I'm looking forward to quite a lot. So I'm happy to see that after nearly 2 decades, Grim Fandango 2 is going to be coming out. It's called Grimmer Fandango. Because sometimes when people come up with sequel names, they become clever. They become overwhelmed with a sense of, aha. In today's episode, we're going to be watching team games where only one person on the team may make units and the other must build only medivacs. Yes! We are going to launch Medivac Simulator 2014 in this episode, and we are going to do it without the help of air conditioning. It's 1,000 million degrees in this room, and that is just the way that it's going to be. I'm going to be a shimmering, shiny, glistening man. Little droplets and globules of focus and excitement rain down on my pants. The same pants I will wear tomorrow and tomorrow, because jeans. If any of you thought, gross, I want you to look at your own pants and tell me how many days you've had them on. Up in the top corner, in our introductory game, we have a drink popular among 19-year-olds. It's a Jaeger bomb. Who am I kidding, man? Jaeger bombs are fantastic. They combine two of the most delicious of beverages, Jägermeister and the Red Bull. We have sad... You know, let me talk about chat delay. Let me speak a little bit about chat delay as we hop into this game. Normally what I expect to do is to make a comment, to see a little bit of time pass, and then to be able to reference the results, such as the number of days in a row pants have been worn. And what I was expecting is numbers like 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 7, and everyone's like, whoa, 7. I think that's what I would expect. And then I can make a little joke about the average and an outlier later on in this game. That was my joke build order. However, we encountered an entirely new set of responses here, where people said one of two things. One, as in, I've only worn these pants for 1 day. Or they said, that's right, jeans don't get dirty. And I'm not typing a number. There was no number. It was 1 or no mention of a number. Or LOL, so true, Sean, and no mention of a number. That terrifies me. Is this going to be like a post-apocalyptic journal where it's like, Levi's, day 87, still not washed. Spilled mayonnaise, wiped it laterally and made it look like a whisker. A whisker is the white lines that emanate, and they're just a whole, the little lines that make it look like a bunch of arrows pointing to your crotch. Those are called whiskers. Either way, we're getting happinesses and lols. We got Jaeger Bomb saying GLHF on this wonderful Monday as his ally sad. This is going to bring up the medevac from above. We have Rek, who is 1 T short of a Twitch chat. And Fwab, thick monkey, misspelled. Rek, saying it's Tuesday. I mean, you're not wrong. It's not. Huh? So good, boys. Keep it up. I love Team Red Blue. Had me wondering. Go ahead and change it to Team Red versus Team Blue. Jaeger Bomb's going to go ahead and move it out. Well, it should be Funday then. Attaboy, Jaeger Bomb. I would totally slam you in a bowling alley without my parents' permission. I was referring to the beverage, not the player. When you are trying to make a funny joke, it's important you don't actually make it sound like you're going to... Gotta be careful. Sometimes the mouth says it, and the brain afterwards is like, whoa. We have to get better protocols here. There needs to be a procedure. Things are off to a great start. Oh, man. Oh, that awkward moment where Sean's trying to make a tough-sounding joke about having a tasty drink, and instead comes across as a felon. Man, I hate it when that happens. Oh, look, here's a scouting overlord from Jaeger Bomb. I would totally go to a, beach platonically. Lings incoming from sad Jaeger Bomb expanding, and we see Thick Monkey doing everything he can to defend against all the possibilities that can be hurled at him. Except the late game. We got 10 drones mining, we got 2 drones into gas. We have Wreck, who's getting lings, who has right now no lings. Il n'y a pas de lings. See the links from Thick Monkey just continuing to scout along. Jaeger Bomb, I'm getting increasingly terrified to just make a comment on, so we're going to go ahead and just zoom to the future, where we see Sad committed and dedicated to doing everything in his power to get them medivacs up. These lings gotta be defended by Jaeger Bomb, who I would just be thrilled to tickle in a hotel. Wow. Jaeger Bomb right here, getting up the layer. Sounds so great. Jaeger Bomb seems like a smart guy. I would love to study from a textbook with him in a basement. Really, the instant you put the location with the activity, it becomes creepy. I would love to read poetry with Jaeger Bomb on a mattress. This is the sort of thing that I think is really research, is what Funday Monday is about. It's verbal research. We just say things, and then we get to have conclusions. Man. Sad FFF. Wreck moving right in. Don't worry, guys. I'm like a pair of jeans. I never get dirty. Not even on accident. You just take that inadvertent smear mark and turn it into a whisker. Whew. I think we are doing great. Sad F, supply blocked, no big deal. He's going to build supply depots and mule more to get more money to build more depots. Oh, the endless life of a worker. Starscree says, Sean, I've been to OkCupid. I know what poetry means. I don't really know how to take that, but I do think that you and I, Starscree, are like 93% matches. And 4% enemies. Why do they include that on OkCupid? I'm actually just going to stop talking about the game for a moment. On OkCupid, there's these questions that you ask that bear no meaning in any relationship ever. It's like, I think Napoleon went way too far east into Russia. And it's like, agree, somewhat disagree, disagree. And I'm looking at this, knowing that when I check a thing, it's going to algorithmically compare me to the Napoleonic opinions of all the females within a 30-mile radius, because that's the filter I have enabled. So, the output of this algorithmic comparison for OkCupid is like how much of a percent of match you are and how much of a percent of an enemy you are. So it's like 93% match. And that immediately, for me, gives that sort of like, oh, that's really good. That's like an A minus, or even an A if the teacher's being generous. I think we're definitely a match. And then I realize that it's based on things like how much bigger is the moon, true or false. I'm like, false. I don't even know. None of the above. All those questions I can't put into the context of romance. But I can see exactly where they're trying to say, well, if you think sort of the same thing, you should be sort of matched in a sort of same way. But then there's the enemy thing that I just don't understand. Isn't there like a third statistic? Of you, but that 4% can go to hell. I mean, seriously, Coke Zero over Diet Coke? What is wrong with you? I don't understand. I don't compute the percentage of hatred or bondageship between me and another person. Looks like we see Jaeger Bomb. Oh, pumping his organics into the network. There it goes. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, it's match, friend, and enemy. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's right. Match, friend, or enemy. Did they really find the data to show that some people just made friends on OkCupid? I can understand someone going, I actually really am looking for someone to date and I just can't find anyone. But when it's friend, it's just like, I'm looking for anyone to fill a role for me. And if you're like 74% friend and 73% match, you got a dilemma. Are you willing to overlook that 1% of mismatch? The romantic differential right there? I don't know. Or is this just to establish how hard you can friend zone someone? If someone's like 93% match but 4% friend, you are either getting married or never speaking again and moving to different states. But if you're like 74% friend and 73% match, then that's at most 1% of disappointment and a relationship that will last a lifetime and always remind you of what could have been. So we see Sad getting them medivacs up, getting pumped, getting ready to tickle. I think. Maybe. I think Rek is likely going to be preparing for a drop if his IPM is going to allow him to notice this in time. Where does Sad F go? I've spent most of this time horrified at my comments towards Jaeger Bomb. Or talking about the sillinesses of OkCupid. But the Nidus network goes down, and that which I have overlooked will soon be revealed. I think it's rather telling that these gentlemen noted precisely what composition to get. Queen Medivac, baby. If at first you don't succeed, heal again. You know what? We're just going to keep control clicking on these queens. I'm going to open up the units lost tab. So many queens. It's a 10:30 medevac push. Right around the 10-minute mark is when we tend to see medevacs in TVP. And right around the time we're starting to see it in this game. Will the queen fall? Nope. And nopers. Noodly noopty nope. Nope, not a problem. Not a chance. What gorgeous play. Queen Medivac, so much healing. Much like Nicole in Guardian Heroes. Healing! Eliminating one, eliminating others, eliminating druthers. Poking, throwing darts, throwing left and right. Jaeger Bomb, I would love to play a board game with you all night. On a bench. See the location, doesn't matter which location I put. On a coffee table. in an elevator. It just instantly, it's straight into felony territory. I was implicated by the location. I got too specific. So much healing coming in, the darts being thrown, the flying heal buses here for the rescue. These queens are getting a little bit stuck behind. It's really the Zerglings being healed by the medivacs, which I don't really know how to process what that's like. That's like putting band-aids on a grenade to make it feel better. Oh. In the Units Lost tab, we see that everything is very blue. Do you want to play a board game in an elevator? What about Jenga? I can't believe how strong this is. Thick monkey, scratching his layers and layers of primate blubber on his forehead. Wreck. Will we know what he got? GGs are called, darts continue to be thrown, and every now and again a building falls, because queens and medivacs don't kill things very fast. But they don't let things die very fast either. They're a very mild peoples. And you know I'm not a fan of mild people. I prefer hotter sauces. I love this smoked pepper sauce. It's so good. Yeah, it was a solid game. He got wrecked. You know, I want to know the etymology of wrecked, why it became so popular and why people say it so frequently. And if there's is there a phrase that we, the Day Knights, can coin, that we can pioneer, that we can call our own? Snicked. Oh my god, wait, hold on. We're not even going to go watch this game. Wait, Leah the Shadow. Link it now. Leah the Shadow just said, I searched OkCupid Sean Plot, and there's a guy calling himself Day9 in my city. Oof. I think Funday Monday is about to take a sweet little turn. OkCupid Sean Plot. Day9, OkCupid. Oh man, oh god, this is... Okay, look, we're just gonna... Hello, my name is Day9, and we're gonna be analyzing the OkCupid profile of Day9. 6 things I could never do without. Shoes, internet, contacts, family Pepsi movies. He's really interested in things to the left. Now, one thing I want to throw out is that contacts, I don't know if that means contact lens or whether he just has like his iPhone book and he's scrolling down there and he's like, oh, I could never do without these contacts because I would never know who to call. He can call his family with his contacts. He can call Pepsi. It's been years for him to develop into a more interesting person, because he spends a lot of time thinking about life. Well, okay. I mean, you could say he's not wrong, but that's kind of like the same way that the Wikipedia article on dancing describes it as moving rhythmically to music. That's not wrong, but of course that has no value and it doesn't arouse me. The most private thing I'm willing to admit. It wouldn't be private if I was willing to admit it. Who? Oh my god! You're angry at just the question. Who the fuck does this question think he is? Stay out of my Pepsi and my family and my contacts and my life that I think about. I'm looking for straight girls only. Ages 20 to 30 near me who are single. Seems good. That's great. And you know, it's hard for me to say anything bad about this person because there's actually no content. There's nothing here. This forever mystifies me. Where like this is all it is. Like I basically know your height. You put your sign, your astrological sign, and didn't tell you anything. That's amazing. That is amazing. I wonder what percent match, friends, and enemy we could be. He's from Calgary. If any of you found him to be intriguing or enamoring, you should send him a message. If you're only going to say something unkind, do no such thing. Take that energy and put it into your own OkCupid profile, whereby you will actually flesh it out. As a funny story, as a little tickling story. Once upon a time, I think I've said this many times before, that I created an OkCupid profile. Oftentimes, you know, after a breakup, I like to take just like a break where I'm like, I'm gonna do me stuff, and I like just stay up way too late playing video games, and that's all I do, and it's amazing. But I remember I created this profile a little while after breakup, and then I just sort of, I don't know, got distracted by school or something. All I know is that I didn't log on for a really long time. And like a year later, I opened it up and looked at it, and it was so angry. It is the angriest writing I have ever seen in a profile, and it was my profile. And that's the angriest I've ever seen me write. It was like the angriest profile I had seen. It was amazing. Like, it was like, tell me about yourself. And I was like, I'm nice and funny, god damn it. That was like the first line, and I was like, oh, that breakup must have been quite hard on me. It's like, I'm really, really funny. I'm funny. You know what's never funny? Yelling that you're funny on the internet. Ugh. I was like, I really like music, and here's 4 links to songs. You better like this music, and if you don't, I don't care. And then there's like this photo of me, like, it's like my profile photo, like, ah. People were just like, these messages are mixed. Oh, wow. You know, I think the only thing that would have made it better is if at the top I was like, follow me on Twitter, check me out on YouTube, and feel free to like and subscribe, guys. It really helps. Then I would have been mad and shameless. It was really good. It's okay. I'm 95% funny and 4% enemy. When we return, I guess we're going to get back on track and watch some Funday Monday games, but I hope you've had a wonderful part 1. We did a lot of meandering. We have seen only the topic before us. What waits beneath the surface? A squid. Part 2 coming up.